It's always fun to look ahead to the upcoming federal budget. And in 2019, it's going to be an election year budget, and there could be some surprises. The government is going to have to assess if enough has been done to further address the impact of the U.S. tax reform on Canada's economy. So one of the things that happened recently in the fall economic statement, there was an announcement that businesses can now claim an immediate 100% deduction for newly acquired manufacturing and processing and clean energy equipment. So the big question is this going to be enough? Or are we going to need to see some additional tax measures intended to help Canada remain competitive? There's a few possible policy options they may be considering. For example, would there be a reduction of corporate income taxes? Could we see an increase in the loss carryback period? Or some people are interested in whether or not maybe even personal tax rates might be reduced. And of course, this would help to keep skilled workers, entrepreneurs, and to facilitate recruitment of global talent for Canada. Of course, any of these measures, tax reductions, might need to be met with some revenue raisers to further prevent increases in our annual deficit. So as we continue to speculate about what might be in the upcoming budget, could we see some measures to promote innovation, maybe things like enhancements to the SR&ED program, or maybe the introduction of an intellectual property regime where, for example, Canadian developed intellectual property benefits from favorable tax rates? Of course, we're very likely to see the so-called integrity measures continue, where there's some technical changes intended to prevent, losses in tax revenue for the fisc and improve overall fairness of the tax regime. The OECD's focus on base erosion and profit shifting, otherwise known as BEPS, continues to be a hot topic. Canada has already taken steps to address treaty shopping by signing on to the multilateral instrument, but has not yet followed other countries, including the United States and those of the European Union, in tightening interest expense limitations. So could this also be in the budget? And we're going to watch to see whether or not the federal government is going to follow Quebec's lead and adopt measures to non-residents engaged in the digital economy. And more generally, a comprehensive review of Canada's overall tax system is long overdue. Our review could look for ways to ensure that the tax regime keeps our economy competitive while reducing complexity and remaining adaptable to changing economic pressures. So stay tuned and find out what's going to be in the 2019 budget. And of course, if you have any questions, please call us at PwC.